has to give. I mean, you're either going to run out of money or you're going to make a decision and say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to cut my losses at where I'm at, and it's just a matter of how do you go about doing that. So it almost sounds like to me the banks are kind of running these people around to try to exhaust some of their financial resources and kind of milk them to kind of offset some of their loss a little bit too. But, I mean, that's not good for the bank. It's not good for the consumer. So it's kind of a tough situation, but if you're in that situation, you need to get a hold of John and, get started, because it doesn't do any good to kind of put your head in the sand, so to speak.
Absolutely. In the next segment, we can drill down a little bit more detail on exactly what we do and what the consumers that are listening need to know to protect themselves moving forward if they're considering this type of transaction.
Wow, what a resource. John Callahan with the 360 Group. Get a hold of them at howtosavemoney360.com or call them at 623-748-7448. Stop the bleeding. You got to set that plan. You really got to know what you're doing. So more with the Real Estate Power Hour when we return.
Let's take a quiz. A friend gives you a stock tip. You, A, take a chance and load up your portfolio with it. B, don't buy it and hope it goes nowhere. Or C, contact the KFNN show host and learn about the stock. If you answered C, you listen to KFNN and will move to the head of the class.
You're a winner!
If you didn't, you need to listen to KFNN or you will be fitted for a dunce cap. 1510 KFNN, where the answers are right in front of you.
Arizona Investment Link is a proven real estate powerhouse specializing in foreclosure auction bidding services. There are several companies in the Valley that provide bidding services, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a company that offers a seamless investment process from start to finish. Arizona Investment Link provides each investor with a list of homes available at auction and a breakdown of all costs associated with buying that home through close of escrow. That's title status, back taxes, selling title fees, and whether or not you'll be bidding on a first lien position. AIL provides full rehab service, which is really what they are known for. Rehabbing a property is literally a full-time job for the do-it-yourself investor. Their rehabs take typically no more than a week to complete. That's right, 1 week. Then it's on to the marketing and selling of the property. Time is money, and money is time. Contact the AIL team today, 602-369-4663. That's 602-369-4663. Or for more information or a list of current properties for sale, visit ArizonaInvestmentLink.com.
Meeting with clients and colleagues is important, but business travel is such a hassle. Now you can do more and travel less with GoToMeeting. Host sales presentations, training sessions, or product demos right from your desk. GoToMeeting is just $49 a month for unlimited online meetings. Right now, you can try GoToMeeting free for 45 days. That's an additional 15 days if you use the promo code MEETING. Visit GoToMeeting.com. Click the Try It Free button and type in MEETING.
Whether it's an important staff meeting or client sales appointment, it's comforting to know that your nationwide gourmet coffee and the Flavia and Keurig beverage systems is like having a coffee shop right in your own office. From mochas to lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, and tea, they have your favorite choice. Just say you heard it right here on KFNN and Nationwide Gourmets of Arizona. We'll donate $100 to St. Mary's Food Bank for any new coffee account opened this month. So give them a call at 623-474-7630. That's 623-474-7630.
Catch the latest market news, analysis, and commentary from Mo Ansari weekdays now at 5 p.m. on Market Wrap on Financial News Radio 1510 KFNN.
Now back to the Real Estate Power Hour, brought to you by Arizona Investment Link. To join the show, call 602-324-KFNN. That's 602-324-5366. Or outside the Phoenix area at 1-800-293-KFNN. Now, back to two guys that can't sing karaoke worth a... but they sure do know a lot about real estate. Jason and Brandon.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Power Hour. I'm Jason LaFleche with Arizona Investment Link. Sitting here with Brandon Cox, also with AIL. And this segment of the Real Estate Power Hour is brought to you by ATS Home Inspections. Of course, that's the guy we use for home inspections, Brandon. Tim Kolb, the owner.
And it's not just the home inspection. He's also throwing in the free termite inspection to go along with that as well.
He sure is. Get a hold of ATS Home Inspections at 623-266-8846 or visit them online at atshomeinspectionsllc.com. Take advantage of their $50 off coupon and 100% satisfaction guarantee. And like Brandon said, they're throwing in the termite inspection as well. So all the realtors out there, get a hold of ATS Home Inspections. Tim Kolb will take care of you. 623-266-8846. Back to John Callahan with the 360 Group. John, thanks for being on the show today. You are a wealth of knowledge, and you're enlightening Brandon and I on this process of how to actually get home modifications and help the general public out there.
It's really my pleasure. I thank you for allowing me to come and speak to this topic, because I think there's just so much information in the news. People are hearing about the banks just running people in circles, and it's important to address the fact that the most important thing with regard to this topic is that the consumer gets a complete pre-qualification by somebody. Whether you're considering a modification, whether you're considering a short sale, you need to make sure that the individual you're working with knows everything about your situation. Now, what I'd like to speak about real quick is there's a lot of people just walking away from their home. Sometimes people come to me and they say, I need to have my credit card negotiated. I need to get rid of this debt. And they've already walked away from their home. It's amazing to me that people don't realize they could stay in their home until the foreclosure process unfolds. Don't ever walk away from your home, people, is what I'm trying to say here. Don't walk away. Talk to somebody first, because there's a variety of options available to you, and our company will allow you to choose the level of service. So in other words, if you feel like you are capable of communicating with the bank and following up with the bank, then you can do the do-it-yourself workshop. We'll sit with you one-on-one. First, we're going to pre-qual you. It costs nothing to talk to us and determine whether or not you really fit into the bank's programs. There's very specific guidelines that the banks use. If you fit into that area, that sweet spot, then we'll tell you. Then you have a chance. You're still never guaranteed. There's absolutely no guarantee. No company, person, website, or anyone else, and I will never tell you there's a guarantee of any type of guaranteed loan modification or that the bank will accept your short sale. There just isn't. So if you give us the opportunity to pre-qual you, it's no cost. Usually we spend an hour or two with everybody. It's important to know not just who you pay your mortgage to, because you just may be sending your payment to B of A or to Wells Fargo. It doesn't necessarily mean that they own the note. The note holder is the one driving the whole process. There are private investors that own pools of loans, and they're liquidating right now. They want their money now. They want to liquidate and get 50% on the dollar so that they've got their cash in their hand, as opposed to modifying, keeping someone in their home for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years with the risk of them defaulting in the future anyway.
Interesting.
I think it's, the great thing about the workshop, like we were discussing while we were on break there, was that, if you don't know what you need to do, but you're in a tough spot, you got to sit down and look at what your options are so you can determine which route, which solution works for your situation. And I think that's step one. And to be able to sit down and have that consultation free the first hour or two, I think is huge, and it'll get people started in the right direction, just because this is what John does every single day. I mean, he knows it inside and out. He knows how the banks work, and I think that's special. It's pretty cool.
Hey, if you know you're in a pinch and the inevitable is going to be happening, why wouldn't you pick up the phone and give John a call? I mean, it's free consultation and see what group you'd fit in. If someone wants to do it themselves, or if